this guy to record the screen to make sure that everything is set well. Okay, so github.com. Okay, I think I just need to go on my. So I think you all now, I've seen your invitation, most of you have been able to create the repository, and I know you all know how to create a repository. So let me do the same thing. It's called my brand. I have seen some of you have renamed my brand. It doesn't matter to the name you have given, but make sure that's called my brand. So you can add the description if you need it. You can add a Git. You can add the README file, and maybe you can add a Git ignore, but I don't think you need it here. I like to use the MIT license. That's what I like to do. But there is other people that don't like this, but it might be better. So once you just need to know more, you can click here on learn more to get to know more about the license thingy. And let's create a repository. So once you have a question, you can just stop me. You are allowed to ask a question. Okay. All right, guys. So after having the repository looks like this, you can clone. You just need to click on code and click on this icon just to copy the link of your repository. So once you finish it to copy the link, you come back to your command prompt. So command prompt, you can be able to have like the basic GIT command, so that you can be able to know where am I going to clone my where am I going to clone my repository. So so let me just do cd to switch to the other drive. No. All right, so you just write in. This is work only. I think it works only in the window. So you just type the. Yes.
I have a question. I have installed GIT, but I'm running the GIT version in my CMD, and it is not recognizing the keyword GIT. Is
So,
it the problem of the GIT? But
so
I'm using
once,
in
yeah, but
once I'm using it in the GIT, when I'm going the GIT CMD, I am running those commands and it is successful.
So maybe you have installed the Git, but you didn't configure your Git. So there is some steps you just need to follow to make sure. I don't know. Are you using Windows?
Yes, I'm using Windows.
So if you are using Windows, you just need to add the Git in your, how do you call, environmental variable. So what you just need to do, just need to add to find this path. You see this path, and make sure that
Yes.
you have added it in your environment variable. So you might I will just share with you this, but you guys, before sharing with you this link, I just need you like to make sure that you can be able to search. If you are facing any issue, let's say if you are typing anything here and it's not yet working, make sure that you can be able to search that in the Google, because most of the things, maybe once you say the one thing, I think on your site it's saying Git is not recognized as internal or external command. So once you put this in Google, you can be able to get the answer. I know. You get it?
Yes, I will try.
So I
I
know
try, yes.
you are still struggling with some of the things. You can be able to see the link, or maybe you can try it, then it doesn't work. So that's how we run code. So the way to run code, You can browse something, you can miss the solution, but you just need to keep searching. Okay,
Yes.
and you are not the one who is facing that error. There is other many people that has been faced that issue and they have been able to resolve that. Okay.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right. All right. Okay. And so I switch it to D. Then I need to find the folder called project. So the best, once you know the command, let's say once you know the name of the folder, you can only write two words, then it can help you. Then you press tab to get to know, like, once there is any folder that is matching with those two character or three character you write, it will automatically be retrieved like here. So let's switch to the project, and then to cron you have to write git cron. So it's saying, yeah, oh, I just put in the wrong link. So let me just come back here and copy again, then go there and do cron, git cron, paste, and cloning my brand. Now we have my brand cloned under my local machine. You can be able also to see cd my brand. Once you only write my, you can be able to get my brand. You see, we have the folder created called my brand. You can be able also to do the, it's not called trace, it's called dir in in any window. So as you see, we only have this file called license. The same things we have here. We have only file called license. Okay. So before proceed, before moving here, I want you, all of you, to do these things on your repository. So what I need you to do, I need you to come here on the main, then you type dev, or develop. It doesn't matter, but let me just for now use develop, just to get to know what you are doing. Develop means, as I told you in the message I sent you today, once your project is in the development mode, you are still uh, developing. Okay, which means it's not in the production. When you are still in the development, it's better to have the develop as your default branch because you are still developing. And once you are pushing your code before moving to the production, you are merging your code on the develop. So anytime you are going to go to the production means the product is started to be used by the user. That's what we call production. By the develop, you are still writing some code, you are still developing your product. Okay, so once the product is on the production, that's where you are going to merge it on the main branch or the master branch. But when you are developing, you have to merge it on the develop. So what I need you to do, you just need to click here on the main, then type develop and click here on create branch develop. So once you click here, it will, like, GitHub will create the branch called develop. So what you need to do, you have to come on the setting, then click on branches, click on this icon, then you check you change the branch. It's at the default. You are here, we are switching the default branch to another branch, which means we are moving from main to the develop. Then you click on update. Okay, so once you do this, you will find out that um, you are now the default branch. It's called develop. So once you see this, so you might do checkout. You might run the command on your local machine to be able to switch to the develop, or you can clone again. But I encourage you just to get to know the git command. I need you to I need you to most of the time use, oh sorry, some background noise, I'm sorry. um I need you to use some git command. Let's just open this one. So once you write code, when you have I think once you have VS Code, is it this one? No, you just need to type code only. So code will open empty. It's like an empty one. It's just a program. It's only open the VS Code. And once you click here, let's select the folder we have saved here, project. It's called my brand. My brand. You select the folder. Oh God, really? Okay. So as you see, we are in the my brand folder, and it's still loading. Yeah, you can be able to see here. We are in the main branch. Okay, are we together?
Yes.
All right. So what am I going to do? Just because I'm in the main branch and I have said that I need develop to be my default branch. What I just need to do, I can use this command, because here I can be able to know, like to get to know the branch you are, you can do git branch, no, git branch, then you can be able to see the branch you are in right now, okay? Which means right now we are in the main branch. So, but once you've been able to configure your VS Code well, you can be able to see many documentation that is going to help you to configure your VS Code to be able to interact with the Git. Okay, so that anytime you just need to commit to do anything related to the commit, you can use the terminal inside the VS Code. Okay, it's your work, but you just need to know if the things can work. It can work. You can be able to use the command prompt here in the VS Code. So let's expand this. As you see here, you can also type git branch. You see we are in the main branch. Okay. Um, so once you just need to check out the new branch you have added on GitHub. As you see, we don't have the branch here. Like we can't see the develop branch. We can only see the main only. So to be able to know the remote branch, you can type git branch minus -r. Well, so if you write git branch minus -r, it means that it's going to show you all the branches you have remotely. Okay, on the remote side we have develop, we have also the main branch. Do you get me?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So before creating a feature branch, you just need to make sure that you are in the default branch, which means before creating the feature branch, we just need to check out to switch to the develop, and after check out to the develop, we are sure that we are in the develop branch, and we can be able to create the feature branch. So let's do this. When you want to switch from one branch to another, you use git checkout and you put the name of branch. So once you do not have the branch locally, you can use, like, let's say we have created the develop branch on the GitHub, not locally, which means once you just need to check out to the develop branch, you can even type develop. Once you make sure that you have make sure that you have that branch you are checkout, because let's say once you have you do the git checkout dev, you will not get this this branch, because we like GIT knows that you don't have the branch name called dev. It's called develop. So you just need to make sure that you know the name of your branch. And here you can be able to see the like in this bottom left corner, you can be able to see the branch you are in. So once you click also here, you can be able to see your the all branches you have. You have develop, you have main. This is the remote one. They are all remote, but you also have the one which are in the local. That's why somewhere you can see origin. Once you have origin slash, it means that origin slash means it's a remote branch. Then what this one you can see here, it's the local one. Okay, any questions so far?
So I was working in main branch. So how do I need to copy the file and paste them in development branch?
Have you pushed?
Yes, I have pushed.
Why have you pushed? I told you not to push anything.
Oh,
You were not allowed to push. What have you pushed? Have you write any code, anything?
yeah. I did it before. I was just creating the home page. Then I
Yeah,
push.
which means there is something you are skipping for now.
Okay.
Yeah, we will just okay. Let's just what you just need to do. Uh, we have seen the steps. We just need to follow. Maybe I can tolerate for now, but tomorrow it will not be just like that. Okay, let's just proceed. We just see that later. Okay. Any other
Yeah.
question? Okay. Okay. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Uh, so after checkout to the develop, what I just need to do, I told you are only allowed to create a feature branch. A feature branch, it's the task you are going to work on. Okay. Let's say right now I'm going to work on the landing page. Okay. Then um, before starting the task called implement landing page, I need to let me see if I can be able to have any Trello here. Okay, let me use this one. Okay. Just a moment. So let's, for example, which one? Let's say I'm going to, let me add a sample task implement landing page. Okay, then let's add the label. Okay, let's add the label for now, which means we are going to work on the task called implement landing page. So, and then what I need to do, I just need to make sure that I am on the default branch which called develop. And what I need to do also, you just need to put the Andera naming convention. I don't know, guys, what you are doing, how you are creating the branches, but I told you to follow the naming convention. Just open it here. And okay, okay, so what you just need to do to look into, it's this one. It's branch naming. So what you do, it's called, you start with story type, which means once you use ft, it means a feature. Once you do bg, it means a bug. Ch, it means sure. Ref, it means refactory. So after adding this, you just need to add 2 or 3 word summary. It's like the task in summary. what you are going to implement in summary, and then you add the pivot tracker ID. Yesterday I have seen how to see how to get the pivot tracker, but we are going to repeat that again just to be on the same track. So this is the example of the task of the branch name. I'm going to do the same thing. So what you just need to do to create a branch, you do git checkout -b, which means you are creating a new branch. Then you add a story type. It's a feature. You can add 2 or 3 words. So you can maybe write implement landing page, and then you put another dash to add the pivot tracker ID. So how do you find the pivot tracker? You can come on Trello. We are now using Trello. Then wait, you can click on your task. After clicking on your task, you can be able to see this number. I told you can see we have trello.com/any letter, which will be here, and then this character float. That is the pivot tracker ID we will use. What you need to do, just need to come here and add it here, should be at the end of the branch name. Can you see my screen? Well, you can be able to see this.
Yeah.
So guys, keep this in your mind that I need you all to have this. It's what manager told us. So he told us to show you how you are going to name your brand so that we are going to be on the same track. Okay. Okay. Are we together?
Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Just to confirm, let me check it well. Check it well.
Check.
Yes. Yes, please.
The naming you use here is different from the name you used yesterday. So which
Yeah.
one we using?
Let me just check the one, just confirm where. Confirm where. Let me see. Let me see. I'm checking because okay, sometimes it changed, but I just need you to follow one so that we can't be on the different thing. IT section 1. All right. So you basically need to use this way. Okay. And here we are using ft. Let's rename this by using the, instead of writing the whole word feature, you can use like this word fit. It's called fit. I don't know, but it's like writing a small character. So if it's a bug, like it's a kind of avoiding to write the main word here, like the long word here. Who is that? Okay, it's me. So you can use this word fit so that we can be able to know like this is a feature. And I know most of you are going to work on the feature. That's why I'm avoiding to show you the bug, the fix, the factor, all of those stuff. We'll come back later to that. I know. Okay. Just to confirm, this is the way you are going to rename your branch. Can you see my screen? Do you have any question before pressing enter to proceed? You have to start with a story type, the task summary, and the pivot tracker ID. Any question? Take it as no. All right, you press enter. Then once you press enter, it means that you have created or you have switched to the new branch called fit dash implement landing page dash the pivot tracker, which means this is a feature branch. This is what I need you to do, everyone, so that we can be on the same track. So once you switch it to this branch, it means that here you are allowed to do anything. You are allowed to start your task. So we said that um, inside this, that's where we are going to do some changes. Oh, sorry, I've taken many minutes, but let me just make it quick. So, guys, what I need you to do, I need you to follow this. Since we are in the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript part, I need you to follow this. What I'm going to show you, that's what I need on your repository, not what you are thinking you are going to do. So I need you, all of you, to have the first folder will be called CSS. You can have another folder. You can have another folder called GS, which is going to hold the JavaScript file. But for now, we don't need this so far. You can leave it. It's okay. And you can have another folder and call it maybe assets or images. It depends on what you just need. But I need you at least to have these three folder. Okay, and your HTML file, it might be outside of this folder. So you can add the outside file, call it index.html. Okay, so in this file, let's add some changes. HTML5 run, let's call it run git basic. Okay, basics. So we have added one file. You can also be able to open it. I don't know if you all have a live server, but that's how it works. You can be able to see running it basics. Okay, that's how it works. Doesn't matter if you are using the local one to run your file or what, but the um, the the advantage of using the live server, anything you can change, you can be able to see that without reloading. You see the changes has been done and displayed here well. All right, okay, that's all. So after doing these changes, so what we are going to do, I'm going to make it quick. We are going to push these changes to the GitHub, to the repository, to our created repository, and we create a pull request. After creating a pull request, we are going to, I think we will be done. We are going to merge just to see the whole process and do git pull just to see the whole process, how it works. So before pushing or before doing anything, you just need to run git status to be able to know the changes you have made, which looks like here we have also only added the file called index.html. The folder we have added, it doesn't have anything. That's why you can't see any track or anything. So, but you can maybe add the file here and call it styles.css, and in the CSS you can just have, let's maybe have margin give it a 0. So once you do git status here, you can be able to see we have the folder called CSS, and we have also changes in the index.html, right? And after seeing the changes we have made, you just need to do git add. So you may add one file by one, or you can use git add or to add in the staged area or the changes you have made. Which means once you click on this icon, you can be able to see like we have staged changes. We have also a file called changes. Okay, let me unstage this just to show you the whole steps. You see, by default, we have our changes are in the changes section. So once you do git add or, you see our file moved from the changes to the staged file, which means this the reason why they are here, they are waiting for the commit message. Once we add the commit message, this um, this file, they will move from this staged changes, go in the other section where they are waiting for being pushed to the remote repository, which means just need to add a commit. On the commit message, you also have to follow the you just need to follow the naming convention. There is a way to write the commit message. I think here we have it. Commit, yeah, here. Okay, so I encourage you to use this way. So once you were working on any feature, so what you need to do, you just need to write fit, like the way we are using to create the branch fit, which means it's a feature. So what you were doing, you were implementing landing page, which means once we push this file we have changed here, it is going to go there called implementing landing page. It's a feature called implementing landing page. That's what we will do. And anyone who can visit our PRI can be able to say, oh, these changes has commit name called implementing landing page. That's what this guy was doing. Okay. Then you press enter, which means you do git commit -m, then you add this thingy, then you press enter, which means now our changes are waiting for being pushed. So what we do here, you can write git push. So for the first time, once you write git push, your code is not going to go there. It's not going to reach on the, it's not going to be pushed. They are going to propose you the command you can learn to help you to push directly to the remote repository. So what you just need to do, you can copy this one, you can copy this command and paste it here, or you can use you can remove this set upstream, remove it and remain with origin. That also can work. But what this is going to help you in the time you are still working in this branch, you will not allow to like it will not require you to write git push dash dash stream. You will only run git push only, and then your changes will go there. Let me just do, I will just do the practice for that for a few minutes. So once you press enter, you get the, you can see something like this, which means this shows that your data has been pushed successful. So once your data has been, or code has been pushed as successful, you can be able to see the links like this, which is told you to create the pull request for the changes you have pushed. So we just need to, oh, hold on. I've clicked that. That's why you can be able to see two loading tabs in the browser. Are we together or someone moved on? Yeah, thanks. I wish you need to configure the environment variable. Who is this? Checking the good afternoon. Yes, thanks. So I wish you will share the recorded version to us. Yeah, I will. Any question before starting to create the pull request?
Yes.
Who's
Yes.
question?
I want
I can't hear you well.
what is setup? What does setting upstream?
You breaking.
I am asking, what is the role of setting up upstream?
Sorry, Penina,
I
I
am
can't hear
asking
you.
why. Let me type it in the message.
All right. So so here it should be better if you will like use um, this file because it's going to help you. I don't know. I know that on the first time you can't be able to memorize everything for now, but by using this documentation, it's going to help you like to know, be able to memorize like how these things works. All right. What you need to do, you can be able after pushing or clicking on that link in the VS Code, you can be able to see something like this one. So what you need to do, just need to come on Trello, copy your pivot tracker, come back here, then you start with hashtag, then you paste your pivot tracker and you say importing landing page. This will be enough for the PR title. This is a PR title. And here, what you need to do, you just need to copy all of these things and paste it here. So this one said, what does this PR do? You can be able to see some example here, like this guys. What does this PR do? Have a CRUD operation on. So here you can say this PR implements landing page. This will be enough. So description of task to be completed. Basically here you put everything that's supposed to be completed in your PLR. So for example here this guy was showing have the following endpoint get post, like he was just adding. I don't get why we set up upstream. So the upstream thingy, you do not have to do that if you don't want it, because what it's going to help you, it's in the time you just need to push on the second time. So once you need to push on the second time, you do not have to write the upstream. Also, if you have seen it where that upstream was suggested once you were trying to run git push only. So they suggest to you that for the first time of pushing, and for the second time once you run a git push, it's going to work well without adding any upstream or any other thing. That's the role of upstream. Or once you just need to push directly without getting that warning from GIT, you can do git push origin, then you add your branch name like this way. Uh, you can write after adding your commit message, you can run git push origin, then you add the name of your branch. So once you add the name of your branch, you press enter and then nothing else, the code being pushed to the repository. It's okay. Have you get answered, Penina? happening now? Okay, I can't hear you. All right, let's see. So description of task to be completed. Let's say our landing page had include like add home page, maybe update about page. So I'm just adding this as a sample. It's just showing you what you just need to do. Okay, and once we get here on the manually tested, this is where most of the people doesn't like put attention on this, and this is the needed part. Like the reason why you just need to put this here, it's like to help the reviewer, the someone who is going to review the code, your code. It's the steps he's going to go through. Let me just talk that maybe. Let me talk that in Rwanda. So muri manually tested ugomba gushyiramo steps zose zirafasha umuntu ugiye kurivinga code zawe ari bucemo kugira ngo abashe kuriviewinga changes wakoze, ibyo wakoze byose. You get it? Okay. I was just trying to repeat that just to be able to know that everyone has been able to understand what manual tested means. Okay, so the first step when you are doing this manual tested, when you are writing the how your TRR need to be tested, like the steps. The first step is telling the reviewer to clone your repo. Maybe you don't know if he has your repository locally. So what you just need to tell him is clone the repo, and then what you just need to do here, you just need to make sure that you copy the link here, and then you select you select this word, you click here and add the URL here. So which means now you are telling him to clone the repo. So after cloning repo, once you clone the repo, there is a default branch you already get once you already finished to clone the repository. So, and then you can tell him check out branch, then you add the branch name. Okay, don't know where the branch name, don't remember the name. You can be able to copy it here, and then you tell him that you have to check out the branch. You add these two backtick, then you are telling him that he just need to check out the branch, and then depending on the changes you have made, you can tell him that maybe check the file, no, check the index.html, because you know that the changes you have made, it's in the index.html. No, it's not called check. You can tell him that open, because here it's going to be a website. You can tell him that open the index.html. Maybe that's the changes you have made. Open the index.html in your browser to check the new homepage. This is an example of what you can write in the manual tested. So Janvier, I can't hear you well. Maybe you can type. Is the landing page have to be named index.html? The default file in your HTML should be index.html. Yeah, most of the time you will find it just like that. It doesn't mean that your landing page need to be called like that, but the default file in the HTML CSS JavaScript project is called index.html. Have you get answered, Jean Damascene?
Yes, I get it.
All right.
I've
So
got even,
what?
yeah, I have even I could call it home.html.
You can call it. You can name it and call it index.html. It will be okay. Might be better than like when you are, for example, when you are developing a landing, no, a single page website. It's better. It should better if you can use index.html. So the background context, I removed that because it's not yet needed. So the also needed part is the pivot tracker. So on the pivot tracker, you just need to copy this one. We have seen many things that require the pivot tracker. The reason why we are adding the pivot tracker, it will help the reviewer to know, oh, this guy was working on this task, this guy was working on this task, something like that. Okay. All right. Mhm. So the pivot tracker, once you're adding the pivot tracker story, you need to click on this add link icon, and here in the URL, you just need to paste the URL you have copied before. Uh, then you copy this pivot tracker, you add the hashtag, and you paste the pivot tracker here. So the screenshot, if it's appropriate, like you may add some screenshots if there is, let's say, if you have maybe changed the home page, if you have added any file, it should be better if you can add a screenshot. I hope you know how to take a screenshot in your computer. You can use snipping tool, you can use snip and sketch. It depends um, on the software you are using in your computer. So here we don't need the screenshot, but on your side I will ask you some time to add the screenshot. All right, and then once you finish it, write everything here, you can click on create a pull request. So you can see how it looks. You can wait a few minutes. It's loading. Yeah, it's finished to load, and then make sure that everything looks green here. Okay. So here in the review, just because I don't have anyone, let me see. Don't have anyone added on this project. That's why I can't see anyone here in the reviewer. But this is where you click and select any reviewer just to be able to review your code. Once you've been added him here, you can be able to see him. Or we can try that. You will just try that later on your own just to see how the review works. Okay, after doing something like this, guys, I just need all of you to have um okay um so let's just use this 15 minutes for showing you the rest of the things. Okay, so let's say, for example, I don't know if you are how you feel for now, but it's been some time. But let's try to see if in 10 minutes we'll be able to finish everything. Okay. Once you've been able to open the pull request like this, you will need to you will need to make sure that you have one commit per PRR, because in Nandela we can't merge the PRR with more than one commit. I would like to ask if we will have a link for record of this stand-up. Yeah, you will get it. You will get it. Don't worry. I think I've covered the many things, so uh, I will check. The way I can just give you the recording. Okay, all right. So after doing this, after opening the PRR, so maybe I might give you the changes. I might give you the chair to request you to change something. So once you are going to change anything, you can be able, like, you still have the branch, you're still in the branch you were working on, if even if you have already pushed, but you're still in the branch. So once I told you, maybe let's say I told you to change this file, to put it in the tag, in the h1 tag. So what you just need to do, just need to add that tag and do those changes. Okay, I don't know what happened here. So you can be able to see I've changed the tag, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add again, because, or before adding, I can do the status just to check the changes, but because I do know what I have changed, I can continue what I was doing. So make sure that you have pressed git add, and here, just to avoid to have multiple commits, you do not have to write the commit message again. You can use a command called commit amend. Commit amend, what's going to do, it's going to allow to proceed, but without writing the new commit message. It is going to overwrite the existed commit message. Commit, no edit. Which means amend, it's going to allow us to proceed and without doing any edit, on the previous commit message, which means once we do need to revert our change, it will still have the commit message called the feature implementing landing page. And then once you press enter, you see we've been able to press enter by using the amend, and it shows that the commit message, it's still the same one what we have previously wrote. So when you are pushing here, when you do git push only, you see they are going to give you this error which says error some push to refresh. Then they are going to give you a hint: update were rejected because the tips of what its remote counterpart. Hint: git pull before pushing again. So they are telling you that you just need to do git pull, but this is not going to help. Once you do git pull, we might have the conflict, and we are avoiding to have those conflicts. So to avoid having those conflicts, you do git push -f, which means you are forcing to push the code. So you do this anytime you have used, anytime they are, like, the git is suggesting git pull, but you know that I don't need the previous code. I need to force this push to make sure that I have what I have. I have to push what I have now. Make sure that, like, you are not going to get any conflict. That's why once you do git push -f, it's going to push your code, but by forcing. It's not going to cause any issue here, but what you are avoiding, it's like you are avoiding to have many commits. You are going to keep having only one commit. As you see, we still have one commit even if there is a changes we have done, and it told you here that first push it on these changes. You still have one commit which which will be accepted because there is some changes you have pushed that was not there. So that was like some basic about the push, the changes. Once I request you to change anything, what you need to do, you just need to go there in your code, change something and commit amend, then you push by forcing. All right. So that's all. Any question before proceed?
I have a question.
Which one?
Um, what are we supposed to submit like tomorrow? The pages that are allowed to be done.
We'll come back later. I don't think that's the question related to what we are doing. Okay. Any other question? No. Okay. Then let's merge. I repeat this, guys. You are not allowed to merge your PRM. I'll be the one who will be merging your PRM. I will review it, request some changes if it's required, then merge it if there is nothing there to request. You get it? You are not allowed, repeat again, you are not allowed to merge your PR. All right, so after merging, just need to delete the branch. So the last command we have covered, it's a it's a git pull. So we are going to see how are we going to use git pull. So when you know that your PRR has been merged, what you need to do on your local machine, you just need to switch to the default branch. Our default branch is called, forget it. Anyone who can tell us the default branch name?
Develop.
Develop, all right. So it's called develop. So I told you that to switch from one branch to another, you just need to use git checkout, then the name of branch. So which means here we switch it to the to the develop, and our develop, the git is suggesting that we are somehow behind from the changes, from some changes, which means it is suggesting to run git pull to update our local branch, which means there is something that has been added to the develop. So once you run git pull here, you can be able to see the changes. Now we have the changes, our changes we have made, which means our develop is now updated. Okay. So once you need to implement the new task, you can be able to be sure that you have the latest code here on the develop, and then you create a feature branch. So I think that's what we are supposed to cover from the Git basics. Then it's time for asking the question, and